They protect global interests. They carry out a special mission. They represent their country. They're always composed in courteous. Ambassadors, their personal and professional life. Watch Persona Grata. December 16, 1991, the day when a new independent state joined the world arena, the Republic of Kazakhstan. The country declared itself a democratic, legal state with full authority on its own territory. Literally, in the first days of our sovereignty, the Republic was recognized by such countries as Turkey, Russia, and the United States. Then, before the end of the historical year for Kazakhstan, in 1991, the same declaration was made by Hungary, Brazil, Australia, Japan, Vietnam, Slovenia, Denmark, Malaysia, Ireland, Belgium, Netherlands, and Germany. Back then, a quarter of a century ago, Kazakhstan, selecting the path of a full-fledged independent state, already had in its political baggage some achievements in various fields of industry, agriculture, science, and education, but had little experience in foreign policy. Our dialogue with the outside world started literally from scratch. The first stroke on this sheet was a decision that surprised the whole world. Kazakhstan, the only country in the world history, voluntarily renounced its nuclear arsenal, one of the largest on the planet. Thus, a new country has demonstrated its commitment to peace and goodwill. Kazakhstan again and again reaffirms its loyalty to these principles. Today, our country is perceived as a country that initiated a global dialogue between East and West civilizations and cultures.
Kazakhstan, has this potential to be an incredible, peacemaker. It's standing up a peacekeeping battalion. And looking to work with the UN on peacekeeping operations. These are responsibilities and worldwide responsibilities that Kazakhstan is aspiring to. Eventually, some of its neighbors, may aspire to some of these too. But Kazakhstan has been doing this for a while, and I think that's something that makes Kazakhstan unique and admirable. The political dialogue between the United States and Kazakhstan is really functioning at a high level. As you know, the United States was the first embassy to set up here in Kazakhstan, and our relationship has just grown since then. Matter of fact, this year we're celebrating 25 years of relations between our countries. And if you start from the very beginning, it was unclear whether Kazakhstan would, remain an independent, successful country. No one knew what would happen, after the breakup of the Soviet Union. And what we've seen is, Kazakhstan really emerge, as a leader in the region with a successful economy. And largely this is, due to some bets that Kazakhstan made early on. At a time when Kazakhstan, could least afford it, it made some very courageous decisions, giving up its nuclear arsenal, investing heavily in education. The Bolshak program, we're seeing the results of that now. And then lastly, the oil and gas sector, bringing in, foreign companies, especially American companies. And, someone once said that, Kazakhstan bet the future of its country on Chevron, and Chevron bet the future of its company on Kazakhstan. And this is something that's really worked out well. So that's the beginning. And as we walk forward through the years, we've seen really strong cooperation on nuclear non-proliferation. Now Kazakhstan is setting up a laboratory to fight against biological threats, either from terrorism or just from natural diseases. And this is the kind of deep relationship that has evolved over the years. But it goes beyond security, which is where it all started.
Independence is the most sacred value. That's what the first president of Kazakhstan, Nursultan Nazarbayev, said about our sovereignty. The formation of the state in a new status will always be associated with his name in historical records. Back in the early years of our independence, Iron Lady Margaret Thatcher praised the professionalism of Nursultan Nazarbayev, saying that he will enter the top 5 world's greatest politicians. To a certain extent, it was his charisma and diplomatic skills that enabled Kazakhstan, in the first year of the sovereignty, to receive maximum of international recognition. In January 1992, we have become part of the Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe. In March, a full member of the United Nations. In May, the Republic joined UNESCO. In June, Turksoy, the International Monetary Fund, the International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, International Finance Corporation, the World Customs Organization, and in October 1992, at the 47th session of the UN General Assembly, President Nazarbayev voiced one of his first but not last integration ideas, the confidence-building measures in Asia.
Я тоже хочу поздравить казахский народ и его превосходительство господин президент Нурсултан Назарбаев за День независимости и за то, что
I want to congratulate Kazakh people and its leader, Mr. Nursultan Nazarbayev, on Independence Day. For 25 years, he has done a lot. The country is developing. A lot of foreign investment is coming. The security, prosperity provided, it is very important. So from the bottom of my heart, I want to congratulate the people of Kazakhstan, the government headed by President Nursultan Nazarbayev, for the fact that Kazakhstan always have security, peace and prosperity.
За то, что Казахстан всегда имеет безопасность и мир и процветание. Мы имеем прекрасные исторические отношения между Палестиной и Казахстаном. Я могу сказать,
We have an excellent relationship between Kazakhstan and Palestine. I can say that the first president in the world who visited Kazakhstan, Almaty, to congratulate Mr. President with independence, it was our former president Yasser Arafat in 1991, when Kazakhstan gained its independence. We have excellent relations, both cultural and economic, and these relations are developing successfully.
культурный, экономический, частный сектор, и отношения идут вперед прекрасно, успешно.
At the initial stage for Nursultan Nazarbayev, it was important to get the security guarantees for the state, which of course became an unconditional basis for the next big task, to achieve economic sustainability and political stability. One of the first questions, the official designation of the boundaries. Kazakhstan, for a short historical period, have managed to create a reliable safety belt, legalize the process of delimitation and demarcation of state borders. After, Kazakhstan has developed the principle of economy first, then politics. Emphasis was placed on the great economic transformation. Economic reforms in Kazakhstan acquired a qualitatively new character. Kazakhstan's constitution recognized the right to private property, thereby creating the desired condition for the development of market relations in the economy. Today, Kazakhstan is seeking to build its own model of economic development based on high technology, innovation and knowledge. In 1997, the decision was made to move the capital of Kazakhstan from Almaty to Astana. In just a few years, the construction of the new capital allowed the city to be considered as a man-made wonder of Eurasia. It is still in process of construction.
Изменился Казахстан, но прежде всего изменилась Астана, потому что я помню Астану еще там, когда первый раз я сюда попал в 98 году.
Kazakhstan has changed, but above all Astana has changed the most. Because I remember Astana when I first came here in 1998. There wasn't any left bank whatsoever. It was a very different city. So I cannot even say that I arrived in Kazakhstan that I knew this time. Because I was in Almaty, and Astana is now a brand new, modern city, where I now find new places, new objects. Astana is a new contact with Kazakhstan.
Я сейчас нахожу там новые места, новые объекты. Вот это для меня совсем, как бы сказать, новый контакт с Казахстаном, именно Астана.
Во-первых, хочу вас поздравить президент Нурсултан Назарбаев и народа Казахстана за это праздник, это большой праздник, 25-летие независимости.
I first want to congratulate you, to congratulate the President of Kazakhstan, Nursultan Nazarbayev, and the people on this holiday. This is a great holiday, the 25th anniversary of independence. By the way, the Sultanate of Oman was the first Arab country to recognize the independence of the Republic of Kazakhstan. We have very good relations between the two leaders. I am here for the third year, and I am a witness to the country's development, speed as well as its capital. It is a beautiful city, a famous city. I am confident that the future of the Republic of Kazakhstan from year to year will be better and better. I am sure of it because the country has everything, the natural resources and people of Kazakhstan. Therefore, I wish the people of Kazakhstan success. I believe in the future of this country.
Год за годом лучше и лучше. Я уверен в этом, потому что в стране все есть. И ресурсы, и тоже народа Казахстана очень трудолюбивый. Поэтому желаю народу Казахстану успехов всегда. Я уверен в будущей стране.
Kazakhstan came to its 25th anniversary under permanent global economic crisis. And anniversary milestones do not exempt the country from making difficult decisions and face new challenges. Responding adequately to global challenges allowed Kazakhstan to keep a positive trend of growth of the economy, to remain as an attractive state for investments, to strengthen international economic cooperation.
Now, Kazakhstan is not there yet, right? But Kazakhstan, acceded to the WTO and had to make a lot of changes to get ready for that. Kazakhstan, now is working on acceding to the OECD, and you can't negotiate your way into the OECD. You either meet all the chapters or you don't. And so, this is the kind of thing that's good for Kazakhstan, and Kazakhstan's, dreams of aspiring to meet the standards required to lift the economy up to the top 30. Kazakhstan was chair of the OSCE a few years back. Kazakhstan played a very critical role in achieving the historic agreement with Iran on its nuclear program, by being a host, by doing quiet diplomacy, behind closed doors.
Отношения у нас всегда добрые отношения, очень хорошие отношения. Политические отношения, могу сказать, отличные тоже. Но мы сейчас работаем, чтобы развивать экономические отношения. Мы уже начали.
Our relationships have always been very good. Political relations are excellent. We're now working hard to develop economic relations. We have already started to introduce our businessmen, Omani companies, local companies. I think it is important to develop economic relations in the future. Political relations have a very good history. This year, our relations already turned 25 years. We now want to accentuate the economic and investment component.
Наши отношения, в этом году уже 25 лет наши отношения. Наши отношения прекрасны. Но мы хотим еще развивать это экономические отношения и инвестиционные между нашими странами.
Сотрудничество наших стран началось давно, как только наши.
Cooperation between our countries began long ago, when our country became independent. In 1991, we already began the first elements of cooperation. But after the visit of Mayor of Riga to Astana, somehow it moved. Not so much from the dead spots, it has gained new momentum. Now, in fact, we see that every 2 weeks someone comes to us from Kazakhstan. Our businessmen are very eager to work in Kazakhstan. Our visits became more often. Now we feel the need to open a direct flight between our countries.
Очень часто стали ездить, мы почувствовали необходимость прямого рейса.
The relationship between Canada and Kazakhstan is almost 25 years old now. In fact, next year in 2017, we'll celebrate 25th anniversary of bilateral relations. And over that period, things have gotten deeper, certainly, but also broader. Still, I would say that the foundation of our cooperation is in areas where we share similar strengths: agriculture, mining and natural resources, and energy. And going back almost 25 years, we've had collaboration in those areas, particularly in mining. And that remains a source of strength for us. I think looking forward, and where we need to do a little bit more, is in diversifying and broadening the level of engagement. So we've got a tremendous core of companies and people who understand each other very well in the country. Government relations are very strong. We've had senior level exchanges and visits over the last decade in particular that have maintained those contacts.
Today, no one doubts Kazakhstan's progress in the economic, social, and cultural spheres, the country's contribution to international peace and security. One's chosen path of multi-vector foreign policy has allowed Kazakhstan, on the eve of its 25th anniversary, to become a full-fledged, respected, and significant player on the global arena. But by the mid-21st century, Kazakhstan plans to enter into 30 top world leading countries. The head of state outlined the 100 concrete steps towards this goal, the nation's plan. And in the year of the 25th anniversary, this plan moved to the execution stage. 60 laws that create an entirely new legal environment for the development of the state, economy, and society entered into force.